Hello, and welcome to another Talking Points. Today's episode is going to be about palate cleansers. And what I mean by that is, in eating terms, everyone kind of knows what a palate cleanser is. To be able to actually get the benefit of the next course coming out, sometimes you need something to literally cleanse your palate so that you can fight against flavour fatigue and so that you can truly appreciate the flavours of something that's, coming next to eat. So, in video games, it might be a weird term, but I kind of feel like everyone has palate cleansing games. And by that, I mean games that essentially you play when maybe you've got nothing else you want to play. Maybe you know you want to play a game, but you truly don't have anything you actually fancy playing. Maybe it's a case of you're waiting on something new to come out and you don't want to start a new game because you're getting something new coming out. So, let's say the brand new Zelda's coming out in 2 days' time, and you know that you're going to spend an exorbitant amount of time on that new Zelda, so you don't really want to start anything else, but you've just rolled credits on something. Sometimes you just need to be able to put on a game that you most likely know very well. That tends to be, not always, but tends to be a defining factor of a palate cleanser. Because you're going to want to put something on that it doesn't matter if you start a playthrough of and you stop the playthrough and then come back to it later. Because you've beat it 100 times already, you know it inside and out, you know everything about it, so it doesn't matter where you actually stop playing the game, you'll be able to come back and finish it, and you will finish it because it's your palate cleanser. So let's say you do the first 2 chapters of Resident Evil 4, and you've played through Resident Evil 4 millions of times before, and you know it always hits just right, so you're waiting on the new Zelda, as I say, to come out, so it's a case of, right, I'll play Resident Evil 4 in the spare time that I get, and bam, I'm just up to the section here where I fight the first El Gigante thing, the first, giant. That's fine. That's a great place to shut off. I'm now going to go play Zelda, because Zelda's out. And sit and play Zelda for a good month of your time, and then suddenly it's like, right, I've just rolled credits on Zelda. That's weird. There's a new Metroid coming out in literally 3 days' time. So, just rolled credits on Zelda. Don't really have anything to play. I'll just go back to my palate cleanser. And sometimes, as I say, it really is just a case of a game that you've played loads of times and you'll be able to beat it on and off. Other times, though, it's things like Mario Kart. Mario Kart is one of the great palate cleansers for me. It is a game that it doesn't matter what I'm doing, I can just put on a couple of races, have fun, and get my gaming fix, and then immediately shut off and get on with my day, get on with my life. So if I've got an hour to play something and I know that I don't want to invest time in something new or anything like that, I'll just do some races. And Mario Kart being my palate cleanser is the only reason I've actually got 3 stars on all of the 200cc stuff, because I know people who have noticed that I have 200cc stars for everything, and they're like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you subject yourself to that? And it's not so much that I subjected myself to it as this is the game that when I have nothing else to do, I'll just put this on. So when I've got nothing to actually strive towards and I'm just playing the game for fun, the only thing left to actually do on Mario Kart was to get all of the stars in 200cc. So I was like, I might as well fucking try and do it, because I'm playing the game anyway. I kind of have nothing to do, no reason to actually play it other than to have fun. And yes, 200cc may not be fun, but it gives me a goal, and having a goal can be fun. So yeah, there's so many different varieties though of an actual palate cleanser, and you don't even need to actually have something where you're progressing. As much as I've just said with Mario Kart, I had the plan of getting all of the stars on all of the modes. Sometimes a palate cleanser truly can just be a case of playing something to play it, to have fun playing it. And it could be anything. It could be a cozy game where you go on and it's like, you know what, I'll just get back into the loop of watering my plants, talking to my villagers, doing this, that, and the other. There's so many different accessible ways to essentially get a palate cleanser these days, that it could be for anyone a case of jumping on Fortnite and playing a couple of games of Fortnite while you're waiting for something else to do, And I know this is a weird video. A lot of my videos tend to be weird, but I wanted to bring it up because I know it can't just be me who actually has palate cleansers, and I'm genuinely curious as to what palate cleansers you use, because I know there's a lot of people out there who start Elden Ring off. Like, to be fair, I'm one of them. That tends to be my action go-to. If I've got nothing else to play, if I've got nothing else to do, I'll just boot up Elden Ring, do another randomizer run, because at least by randomizing it, I'm kind of getting a different game. Yeah, I've played it so many times, I know it inside and out, and that's part of why I like randomizers, because you actually have to have a depth of knowledge to be able to complete a randomizer, because, not surprisingly, as the name implies, for anyone who doesn't know, it randomizes everything. So the enemies appear in different places, the items appear in different places, so you've got to have a very wide breadth of knowledge to be able to actually navigate a randomizer, knowing where all of the bosses spawn, all of the key items spawn, so that you can check every single one of them, so that you can get the one item that you actually need. So I know there's a lot of people who do that, and yeah, I'm interested as to what your go-tos are. If you're a puzzle person, like, do you go to play Tetris for a couple of hours where you've got nothing else to do as I need a break from this? And that's the other thing as well. As much as I'm saying, whilst, like, maybe you've rolled credits and you're waiting on a new game and you don't want to start something, it could be that you're actually in the middle of playing something and maybe you're getting fatigue. Maybe you're playing something that's taking 200 hours and you weren't expecting it to be a 200-hour game. Maybe it's something where you've came up against a boss that you're really struggling. What with mentioning Elden Ring, it kind of reminded me. Maybe you're literally at a point where the boss in front of you is kicking the ever-living shit out of you, and you have nothing else to do on that, and you don't want to start a new game because you're already in the middle of playing a game. So it's like, listen, I know I'm playing Elden Ring, I know there's a new Mario that's just came out, and I know I'm picking some BS answers here. I've got a migraine, I'm having a very bad pain day, but there's a new Mario, and it's like, I could go and start that, but I don't want to start that, because when I start Mario, I want to be able to finish Mario. So I need to be able to finish Elden Ring, but I can't because the boss is kicking the shit out of me. So maybe, just maybe, I'll go and play some Meteos. Which, by the way, I wish Meteos still existed. That was always my puzzle game go-to when I needed to just put something on and have some fun and take a break and, like, get out my own head. I would sit and play Meteos until my fucking DS screen got so badly scratched, it's unbelievable. But yeah, your palate cleanser can be literally just a case of the game that I'm in the middle of playing, I'm not feeling at this moment in time, maybe I'm not vibing with it, maybe I'm struggling it apart, maybe I'm lost, maybe I just need a break. Your palate cleanser can be something like that. You can just go and sit and play while you're in the middle of doing something else. But while a lot of the time it could be a case of going back to something that you know inside and out, which for me, A Link to the Past would be one of those games, there's a lot of people out there who've never played the likes of A Link to the Past. So sometimes your palate cleanser could be a game that you've never played before, but you know fine well, you can look up very easily how long the game is, if the game's going to take you an exorbitant amount of time or not. So it's like, okay, I've got 3 days before there's something new comes out. I've got a Nintendo Switch 2 here. I've got access to all of these games that I've never played before. I've heard loads of great things about Link to the Past. Oh, so a lot of people will beat it in maybe 17 hours roughly. Obviously, you can speedrun it from start to finish with 100%, getting it in like 8 hours. There's people who know the game so well inside and out that can beat it in about a 6-hour runtime. But for me, as a beginner who's never played the game before, it should take about 17 hours. I've got 3 days to play it, and I actually do have a long weekend of nothing to actually do here. Yeah, I could probably knock this out. Your palate cleanser could be something that you've never played before, therefore, or, as I say, just any other classic game out there. Maybe it's something that you have played, but haven't played in so long that it's a case of, you know what, I'll go through and play that. It doesn't really matter if I actually get the chance to finish it all in one go, because I've still beat it before, and I'm just after something to keep me occupied. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. I don't always ask for comments because partially I have severe social anxiety, so the chances of me actually checking them these days is slim, but also I'm not the kind of person who wants the channel to grow via that method. I know there's a lot of people who ask for this sort of engagement because they want their channel to grow so they can make a ton of money. Channel will never make money, it's a hobby. I just do this to keep myself entertained and to try to help people out. So I'm also trying to build a community though, and that's why I sometimes will ask, post in the comments, essentially talk amongst yourselves, post up what your palate cleanser games are, the games that you will always go back to, the games that if you need a break from what you're playing, or maybe you're waiting for something else to come out that you're looking forward to and you don't want to start something, post what you play as your palate cleansers. So yeah, until next time, I've been Sky Fellowship. I truly do hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, bye.